Okay, Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeats. I'm delighted to be joined by the former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, Chris Byrd, who's in sunny San Diego at the moment, whilst I'm in rainy London. Chris, real pleasure to be joined by you. Thank you so much for your time today. How are you? How are things in San Diego at the moment?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it. I'm doing really good.
That's good. And got to ask, how is the COVID situation there? Are things calming down, or are things still pretty bad? How are things in that department?
It's coming down. It's coming down a little bit. I'm healthy. I'm
Good.
very healthy. So, I'm doing good.
Good, absolutely. So reason why we're talking today, just to discuss the big fight that's happening next weekend. Dillian Whyte, Alexander Povetkin 2, big heavyweight clash happening in Gibraltar. Obviously, with Dillian Whyte being a British heavyweight, we've got a big interest in this fight at ESBR. I don't know where you want to start, but just interested in your thoughts on how were you surprised by the first fight? We could start off with that. What did you think of the first encounter?
Well, the first encounter, Dylan White was doing what he was supposed to do. He's the favorite. He's the young guy. He's a, number one contender. He's a champion. Doing what he's supposed to do, use his size and reach. But to me, he got a little lackluster. He knocked him down, got up. I mean, the bell rung. Povetkin gets up, comes back out next round, lackluster, thinking this guy's hurt. No, get rid of him. Boom, get caught with a nice uppercut. That man is dangerous, very dangerous man, Olympic gold medalist. So he know what he's doing in the ring, and he's older now, so he know he only got very few moments, and this is his moment.
Yeah, and do you? A lot of people think that we were seeing the closing stages of Povetkin's career. We know he's in his early 40s now. He'd just been knocked down twice, as you said. Do you think that if Whyte had managed to finish him off in that first fight, that would have been it for Povetkin, or do you think he would have continued to fight on?
Well, I think he can continue to fight on, but not at the higher level. Lower level guys, and then work his way out. But that gave him life. Now he's back in the mix, and now he's, he think he can beat everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to touch on the fight that you had with Povetkin back in 2007. It was a little while ago now. I noticed early he was only 13-0 as a professional when he fought yourself in the back end of your career. When you fought him, did you think this guy's going to be a serious contender in the heavyweight division for the next 10, 13, 14 years? What were your thoughts on him before and after you fought him?
I thought he was he's a little bit undersized as far as height wise and weight, but his heart, his determination, his will to stay in there and fight, and he learned more over the years. So I thought with him, with the kind of pressure he put on you, not really powerful, but at the same time, he's an Olympic gold medalist. Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
He understands what he's doing in the ring, so he's a dangerous guy at all times. And I thought, well, if he keep that up, he can win a heavyweight title, which he did, and he's still in the mix because he's a smart guy.
Yeah, absolutely. So moving on to the fight that's taking place in the next few days. I know when we started speaking earlier this week, you didn't want to just give a straight up prediction, which I really appreciate. We know anything can happen in the boxing ring. You don't know how each fighter's camps have gone. Appreciate you wanted to go into more detail than that rather than just shoot a 30-second video clip. How do you want to go about this? Are you able to tell me what each fighter needs to do to win, how each fighter could win? Are you able to go into that level of detail?
Yeah, I can go into that. I mean, I go with Povetkin first. It's a simple thing. Do the same thing. He got to get closer, doing the right thing, getting closer, getting real close, getting what he did with him with the uppercut, staying on top of his jab, getting closer. That's the biggest thing for Povetkin, because he got to stay close and throw the short shots to get in. Because he's older, his reflexes are not as fast as he used to be, and Dillian Whyte is much bigger. So with Dillian Whyte, I know he's coming in confident, thinking, Povetkin is old, but using the jab, keeping his size, keeping his height and reach and his size. He's a bigger guy. And finishing the job. Finish the man. Finish the man. This is the heavyweight division. He's not me. I can't finish guys like that. He's much bigger than me. Knock that man out. You got him hurt twice. Get on him. Like when he knocked him down the second time and the bell rung, he come out lackluster. No, come out to finish. Finish him. That's what the heavyweight division is about. It's not about being like me and being cute. And I couldn't be a big heavyweight. He's a huge heavyweight. Knock these guys out.
Yeah. So would you just, if Dillian wanted to go in there and use his jab, use his reach, box around for 12 rounds, would you highly disagree that that's how we should go about things if he wants to maybe try and win on points instead of a knockout?
Yes, and he's trying to make a statement. He got knocked out the first time. So what are you gonna do? Go 12 rounds and show everybody you can box? Really? You're a big guy. This is about knockouts. People want to see action. You're the guy to do it. Knock that man out if you can. And be good and be smart about doing it. Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
That's all it is. He got the better talent right now. Right now, his talent is better. He's the young guy. He's the guy that's going to be on top of everything. And you let this old guy come. Just like me, I'm coming back. Old guy. We running everything because we know stuff more than these young guys. Yeah.
No, brilliant. That's fantastic. It's fantastic insight, Chris. So I think I saw on your Instagram page you mentioned there about you coming back. Can you give me a little bit more information about that?
Oh yeah, definitely coming back at my original weight class, middleweight.
Okay.
All you middleweights out there, hey, I'm telling you better start shaking right now because I'm about to shake up boxing big time. I will be the biggest in the sport. I'm coming back to shake it up. Middleweight, oh man, I fought at heavyweight. So at middleweight, I feel comfortable. I feel good. I failed at light heavyweight. When I came back, I trashed my body and I embarrassed myself. Now it's time to redeem myself. So yeah, I'm back.
Fantastic. And do you have any sort of a date, a month when we can expect you to see back? It sounds very exciting.
The end of May.
Okay.
Get your DVR ready, get your TV ready. Make sure you be watching because you're gonna see a show from a 50-year-old man.
No, fantastic. No, it's looking forward to hearing more about that soon. Final question I've got for you, Chris. Another big heavyweight contest, which we're really hope we're going to see this year. Of course, it's Anthony Joshua against Tyson Fury. Can you give me what do you have to say about that? Can you give me any sort of insight on how you see that and how you can break that down?
Oh man, that's a good fight. I mean, it's a really good fight. When you look at Tyson Fury, I go with Tyson Fury first. So you look at his style, he's a little taller than everybody else in the division. He know right now he can outbox everybody in the division. He remind me of Muhammad Ali. Remind me, not he's Muhammad Ali, but remind me of Muhammad Ali when he was in the 60s fighting against the talent that he was fighting against. He knew that he could outbox, outdo most all these guys. And that's how Tyson Fury seemed like he is in the division, how he feel. His boxing skills are a little different. So it throws all these heavyweights off big time. And he can go 12 rounds and he keep going and he throws you off. So with that, with Anthony Joshua, which is a power guy, and kind of basic. I'm not, he's Olympic gold medalist, world champion, but he's kind of basic when it comes to Tyson Fury. So him standing in front of Tyson Fury, is a difficult matchup, but at the same time, it's a power game.
Yeah.
And at any moment, Anthony Joshua setting it up, and he's getting better and better with his boxing skills, setting it up, and his defense. And see if his defense can shut down a little bit of Tyson Fury's offense, now we have a great fight.
Yeah.
Now we have a mental fight.
Yeah.
So it should be a really good fight when it comes. I can't wait to Well, I can't wait till they fight. I'm excited about that
Yeah,
one.
no, me too, me too. I feel like we shouldn't say too much until it actually gets announced, but yeah, fingers crossed we see that this year. Final question from me, Chris. It sounds like you're really still in touch with the sport of boxing. Obviously, you've discussed going back to the sport. Discussed Joshua Fury, Dillian Whyte, Alexander Povetkin as well. Final question: are there any other heavyweights that you can see possibly beating one of those two top guys, the Joshua, the Furies, in the next year or so? Any up and comers, or anybody like Filip Hrgovic, for example, anyone who's in that top 10 who you can actually see beating one of those guys?
I mean, honestly, anything can happen. I mean, really, it's like Tyson Fury. When you see Tyson Fury, and I go back to the Steve Cunningham fight, and I know that's years ago, but he still has a similar style, height, everything, and getting knocked down by that. Most heavyweights, I know people, would say, okay, you got knocked down, flash knockdown maybe. But you got to look at that and go, okay, that small guy, he's not even a heavyweight. Let me get to him. We have to figure out a way to break this big man down because he is dominating the division pretty easy. I mean, he's having fun. Like, he just dominated Deontay Wilder like it wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
So, and Deontay is a scary guy, and he's a guy that is still in the mix of the most dangerous guys in the division.
Yeah. Yeah. Go, fantastic. As you say, anything can happen, and it's a really exciting division. But want to keep our eyes on. Okay, Chris. Well, I promised I wasn't going to take too much of your time. But once again, thank you so much for your time on this Saturday morning. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, looking forward to hearing more about your comeback. It would be great to catch up again in a couple of months if that's okay with you.
Let's get it. Yes, yeah. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it.